Hey there, folks. Grayson, I'm counting down.
Bibbidi bibbidi.
Liberty Bibbidi. I love that ad.
Liberty bibbity.
Hey there, folks. I'm Logan.
And I'm Grayson.
We're the shit.
No,
Said
that's
it
staying.
weird.
That's staying.
No.
It's gotta stay when we have
Oh
funny
my
little things.
God.
It keeps it real.
Okay. Again. Okay. Hey there, folks. I'm Logan.
And I'm Grayson.
And we're the Chezbros. And in today's episode, we are hopping back into OneShot. We're looking. We already got the gear and the battery for Cedric, and so now
Did we
we
get
can.
both of
Yeah,
them?
we got both of them. I believe because we got the music box, which will have a gear, and we
Yeah.
got the charged battery. So we should be able to take that flying machine away. Also, just so you guys don't think like there wasn't actually this time there was no anything when we started up the game. There was no little
Yeah.
cutscene, no little
dream.
Nico, which I don't know, maybe a reflection of the fact Nico kind of like knows this world isn't real anymore or something. You know what I mean?
I'm just still shook that, Maze is gone. I want to check if she's got corn for us.
I don't think so. I think she's done.
So we went up here. This is where we got the
Yeah.
music box. And then down there was where I remember now. Okay.
Mhm.
So we can keep on going to the
Yeah.
flying place then.
Yeah. Maybe she'll be saved in the ending or something.
I hope so, but I have this ominous feeling that because we didn't save her in our first playthrough,
It doesn't matter.
she'll never be saved.
I don't. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Maybe like I wish we had done it. I feel like a big dum dum for not, but like
Especially considering that we could have just fast traveled, and we realized
Yeah.
we realized everything directly after it would
it
have
was
been
too
important.
late. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yes, it's the way, right?
yes, back this way.
No.
Into the ruins. Yeah. Into the
Yeah,
ruins.
into the ruin. Yeah, you're right. Into the ruins, onto the boat. Right.
Oh no, robot friend.
Yeah.
All of them.
It's okay, Grayson.
We're gonna visit.
When they
these.
get turned on, they're robots. So like that's basically that happened to all the people in the Barrens, and they were fine when we turned them back on. So once this world is saved, we'll turn them right back on.
So this brings us to Maze, right?
That's where you're going?
That's where I want to go.
Oh, I don't think it's gonna be there, Gray.
I want to check one more time before we leave this.
Okay, Gray. This is the way to Maze down here.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
She has very sad music too.
Crunching grass.
Yeah.
Maze.
No.
Oh my god.
You have to believe, Grayson, that somehow this world will actually be okay.
I feel like Nico. Caught in the headlights of love. Okay. This isn't the way, is it?
Yes, it is. Not into this
Oh,
building,
yeah.
is it? Is it? Yeah, it is. You're right. When you rate, you're right.
Yeah, that's the new catchphrase of our Let's Play series.
It's all statements that can't be false. If
Yeah.
you were right, you are right.
That's it, buddy. I think that the idea is supposed to like imply that you're not right very often, or that you're like,
Is it?
yeah, like when you're right, you're correct. When you're wrong, you're usually wrong.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot. What parts do we have them? Oh, we have to show them to him probably, yeah.
Okay, bud.
Show him. Maybe, do we just have to click on the music box maybe, or?
Yeah, probably just.
We found a battery.
Oh, nice. I honestly wasn't expecting it.
It's from the generator on one of the islands.
The research station?
Yeah. It's powering all the robots there. I felt bad for taking it.
Ah. We can always just give it back later.
Alright.
We still need to find a few gears to put this engine back together. Please do what you must to find some. Well, we got a surprise
yeah.
for you. Music box.
Yeah. We found a music box. Ooh, has a clover on the inside.
Does it?
Yeah. It should have gears in it, right?
I assume so, but this looks like one of the ones that my father made.
Your dad makes music boxes too?
My dad makes a lot of things. Where did you get this from, by the way?
A trader from the village gave it to me.
I see. I remember Father saying that he used to trade with some of the people here. He did always love traveling the world despite... Well... sorry. I started rambling. The gears in there are compatible with the engine. Although it pains me to have to take it apart.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. Looks like the flying machine has a chance after all. I just have to assemble the pieces now, but it might take a while. Do you mind keeping me company?
Oh. How's it going?
Slow. The connectors in the battery were not designed for this type of engine, so I have to shift around some of those ports. And there's this bolt that keeps getting stuck, and... Don't worry, I am making decent progress. We should be able to make it to the city by tonight.
If you say so. What will happen once we get there?
We need to bring Proto back first. And then we need to go find one more person. You may have already met her, actually. Do you remember her from the last time you were in this world?
What does she look like?
This is going to sound strange, but she's a fox.
Oh yeah,
wow.
behind the tree. And they said, like, come back when you've done it again. Yeah, ooh. Oh. I do remember talking to a fox at one point.
You've met Rue?
Memories are still really blurry, though.
I see.
It's just hard, you know? Proto told me to think of this world like a dream. But then I get so caught up with, and I just kinda forget. I forget that everything here is supposed to be not real. And then I remember. And then I just get really sad. I know this is for me to go home, but knowing that none of it mattered in the first place. Am I just trapped here for no reason? Proto also told me not to ask anyone in the world about this, saying how they don't understand. But what about him? How did he know? How do you know? Aren't you guys all supposed to be code? What if he doesn't know?
Well...
I'm not sure what to even believe anymore.
I wish Rue was here. She's so much better at explaining this sort of thing. I'm doing a terrible job of it. I bet Proto was even less tactful, wasn't he? I'm afraid I must risk sounding callous, but... Please, you need not concern yourself with how real everything is for now. The plan is already in motion. We cannot allow for distractions. Father is putting everything into this one last run of the world. The last chance for him to fix everything.
Your father is involved in the world machine?
You could say that. The acceleration of square particle anomalies was not accounted for at all, though. The patch was only built to accommodate the normal rate they appear, but they're accumulating at frightening speeds now. Proto even lost his body. Thankfully, he gave you the disc just in time. What about Silver? Is she just gone?
Yeah.
No one mentions her?
Well, she's still there. She's still, like, broken like that. But, like, I assume once we fix the world, the squares will be gone and she'll be back to normal.
I hope so. Gave you the disc just in time.
So, what happened to him anyway? What happens to anyone who gets caught in the squares? I only know it's bad.
Well, you know how the simulation works, right?
How everything is code?
Specifically, everything is generated from pre-existing code. The squares can cause damage to that code. Most of the time, irreversible damage. Father has lost some friends in previous iterations of the simulation. It took him forever to develop the current, much more stable version.
You're making it sound like your dad built the simulation himself. Wait, did he?
Yeah.
But how? If everyone in this world is code, how can he build himself?
That's, not really what happened.
So, what happened?
Like I said, you shouldn't concern yourself with...
Oh.
with...
Oh.
Alright. Did Prototype ever tell you about the old world?
He did say something about being built to greet the Messiah of the old world. I was, too caught up with the other stuff at the time to think about it.
Ah, you know of it at least, then. Alright, here we go. My father, myself, the other two, none of us are part of the simulation itself. Our home world, the real world, was actually destroyed a long time ago.
Oh my goodness.
The whole real world?
Yeah.
In the years leading up to the calamity, scientists from all over the world tried to stop it, but the outlook was bleak. A vague prophecy about a messiah from another world became everyone's last bastion of hope. Prototype was built to predict the future about the specifics of this messiah. But as his predictions turned out, the messiah would not have been able to arrive to our world in time. In fact, the messiah would not have even been born before our world ended. Disheartened, most people abandoned their research and resolved to peacefully live out their final years. But some people did the opposite. Even though saving the world was impossible, they didn't want our existence to be in vain. And that's where my father came in. With the last of his resources, he built his most ambitious project yet. The World Machine. A large, detailed facsimile of the old world, generated from a pool of memories collected from everyone he knew.
Ooh. Very interesting. Like, I can't believe it, like, blowing my mind.
It's
just
fascinating. This whole game is just, like, so interesting.
Yeah, just, like, the world, you know what I mean? Like, it's funny, the world, but
and,
the
like,
world it creates.
Yeah, I'm loving this right now. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
A large, detailed facsimile of the old world generated from a pool of memories collected from everyone he knew. After a heavy amount of modification and an added narrative, my father was able to convert the entire structure into code.
How did that code escape the old world?
I have no idea. What I do know is there's no equipment back home that was powerful enough to run the code independently. So, aside from the standard hardware, it also needed to borrow the mental processing abilities of a living person. Father used himself for that during the initial testing phases. Like I said, it took many iterations for him to make the experience stable enough. But as you can see, even that's breaking down. Father caught on to the issue in the last minute, but he did not have enough time to fix it. What was the issue?
The squares.
Squares, yeah.
And the world not being stable.
Father caught on to the issue in the last minute, but he didn't have enough time to fix it. After the world ended, the code just kinda ended up floating in the void indefinitely.
Yeah, how does this world machine still existing if the world existed and no longer exists?
Yeah, it is very, very interesting.
Huh. Yeah.
The world ended, the code just kinda ended up floating in the void indefinitely, waiting for a willing operator to install it onto their own hardware.
Oh, us. The internet.
Yeah, the internet.
Logan?
Yeah. The operator, Logan, would then generate the universe using the code, becoming God in the process.
So, Logan was the living person you needed to borrow?
No? That would be you.
But why me? I should have asked that question a long time ago, shouldn't I?
I do not know. We really need to get going.
Ooh.
So it seems like it's definitely a simulation, but
Yeah.
based off of people's memories, or rather, the memories themselves are integrated into this whole
Into the
thing.
code, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what it's still kind of interesting that this is what their world really was like, though. Like if it had a tower that controlled the sun or something like that. Like, very interesting that part of this world is real as well. Like, I kind of just got used to the idea once I learned it was a game that, like, oh, maybe that's why some of the things are like this. But if this is based off their actual world, they did have a very strange world.
Yeah, I mean, there's no guarantees it follows it that closely in respect of, like, all of that.
Yeah.
It's just, like, you know, I think that the analog is, like, it's their memories.
Yeah.
So that's interwoven everywhere throughout this world. It's fixed. We can leave in the next 5 minutes if you are ready.
All right.
I understand if you are upset. But please, try to understand. My father is doing this to help all of us. And that includes you, Nico. The fact that you can't even go back home, I'm sure it upsets him greatly. The world means a lot to him, you know?
So, how does flying work?
Wait, don't these machines already exist in your world? You should already know what to expect.
Not really. I've only heard about them. They're usually a lot bigger than this one anyway.
Ah. Well, a word of precaution before we take to the air. Please try not to panic.
Oh no.
I'm just imagining those wings, instead of flying like a regular plane, they're gonna start
Flapping.
Yeah.
That might be
so
funny.
I'm so hyped.
Oh.
Please try not to panic. It takes a few minutes of getting used to, but it's not that bad once you are in the air.
I'll try. Oh, I should probably tell Calamus and Alula where I'm going. Oh no, great.
You mean those two running over here now?
Nico! Bad news.
The boat is gone!
What? It's squares.
It looks like they're headed in this direction.
That's...
Fast. Calamus, right? Yeah? How bad is it? Doesn't seem to be of immediate danger. Then, it is of priority that I take you to the city first, Nico. Oh my.
But what about them?
I can make a detour later and drop you guys off in the city too if you want. The city is better equipped to handle the squares. You'll be safer there.
You're taking us to the city?
If you wish.
Oh yeah!
Alright.
I have a bad feeling that the plane's gonna like break or something as soon as we get to the city.
I'll be back here in an hour, so please wait for me until then.
You guys sure you'll be fine here? Mm-hmm.
The squares are still moving pretty slowly for now.
Alright then. Guess we'll run into each other again soon. I'm ready to go.
Alright.
Or maybe, I feel like he either is lying or this thing is gonna break.
Yeah, looks like the plane moves.
Yeah, like a normal plane.
Yeah. Some of those cool double winged ones.
Yeah, biplane.
It's cool.
Oh my gosh. That must be terrifying though on some level, flying in like a city.
Phew. Made it.
Wow.
You okay there?
Just amazement. That was the coolest thing I've ever done in my entire life.
Reactions from first timers are always delightful to watch. That's very cute.
Hey, Logan. That was really fun. Did you have fun too? I mean, you weren't on the plane with me, but you got to watch it at least, right? And Cedric?
Yeah?
Thanks.
What for?
Flying.
Oh, You're welcome?
And for answering my questions back there, too. And for telling me more about the world machine. I'm just really sorry about what happened to your old world, though. So I'll help you the best I can. And even if it's all just a machine, this world is still nice. I mean, I got to fly, I got to see the ocean, and I got to meet a lot of nice people. People like you. And Prototype, even if he's broken right now.
I'm glad you're taking it so well, Nico. And I'm glad that we have met as well. Despite the circumstances. Speaking of Proto, I should probably head off now. I need to go pick up the siblings, too.
That's true. Those two have been waiting for a while now.
In the meantime, do you remember what to do to get to the surface?
I remember having to fix an elevator button.
Alright, you should attend to that then. Let's meet up here in an hour, okay?
Got it.
Alright, now let me just...
Oh no. Oh no. No. Okay.
Oh my goodness, if they do something bad to Alula, man.
Yeah. Well, we'll continue our sadness in the next episode. Oh my god.
That's right. This is such a terrible turn of events.
Hate it. No.
But if you enjoyed today's episode, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share with your friends. Also, please don't forget to hit that notification bell.
It's the only way you can console us, folks. We'll be forever sad.
So please hit that bell, save this world, save our world, and it's been a pleasure. Looking forward to next time. Chezbros out.